Hi friends, today I'm going to explain a movie called The Second Wife. This movie was released in 1998, so without wasting any time, let's jump into the video. Anna, a single mother of a small daughter, remarries an older guy, Fasco, with a teenage son, Livio. During the marriage ceremony, one of the community's aunts, Fernanda, offers to keep Sentin with her when Anna and Fasco embark on their honeymoon in Paris. During the party, all the community people comment on the marriage. While some mention that the wedding would wear Fasco out, others think it's the proper option. On the other hand, Livio wears dark specs that cover everything but his expression. When it's time for photographs, Fasco asks Livio to remove his spectacles and adds to Anna that it's always evident when Livio isn't happy. After the real wedding ceremony, all the guests left the event, and the newest couple, Anna and Fasco, headed home to prepare for their honeymoon. That night, when they pack their bags, one of Fasco's buddies contacts him to examine an antique. He follows his mate to investigate it, and they tell him the vehicle is empty, so he enters to confirm it. While at home, Livio enters the house, thinking his stepmother is out. He sees her and he is astonished. She speaks to him with a bright grin on her face and asks him what he wants as a present from Paris. Meanwhile, Fasco enters the vehicle. His friend informs him that the cops are approaching, so they all run and hide till the police depart. He arrives late in the night, makes love with Anna, and tells her they will leave on their honeymoon the next day. The next day is arranged. They both go on their honeymoon, leaving Sentin behind in Livio. They return a few days later, and Sentin hugs her mother. Anna goes to see Sentin and Fernando. She gives Fernanda the gift she brought back for her from Paris and asks about the well-being of her small baby. Fernanda asks her what she thinks about Fasco, and she tells her he is odd to her. She tells her all guys are peculiar too. Fasco travels to meet Livio. He hands him a present that looks like a pencil with a naked lady scrawled on it. Livio delivers this pencil to his ignorant mates, and they discuss how it feels to have intercourse with a lady. Anna grows closer to other community members as they all debate and gossip about how Paris is and all her experiences in Paris. While they converse, they overhear Fasco blaming Livio for not loading the van adequately. He tells him he has to learn how to protect himself and not be a worthless man like his uncle, as he can't care for two useless individuals. As they depart for home, Anna attempts to persuade Fasco that the way he speaks to Livio isn't pleasant and that he may talk to him in a far more amicable manner. Fasco says Livio is used to it and he is convinced Livio isn't as burdened as Anna is making it look. Fasco travels with his truck the next day and informs his family that he will be back in 3 days. On the first day gone, Livio travels to his uncle's apartment. His uncle asks him if the marriage has changed his father for the better. He answers yes, but still feels Fasco can't be modified fully. He returns home that evening after dining at his uncle's flat. So when Anna invites him to eat the supper she made, he tells her he has eaten, and she encourages him to warn her before she cooks. That evening, she couldn't locate her child in her room. She enters Livio's room and notices Sentin close to Livio, who is only wearing panties. Concerned, she urges Sentin to go to bed immediately, but the girl refuses. She claims Livio is reading a story to her, and she wants to listen to it till it's finished and begs her mother to join them. Reluctantly, Anna joins them. Fasco comes from his expedition, the morning of his planned arrival. He plays with Sentin as Anna engages Livio in a chat about the romantic fiction she reads. She tells him the novel may not be realistic, but it's romantic. Fasco arrives with Sentin and recommends consuming ass in front of this young girl, which angers Anna. They settle it and watch a sport, after which Fasco and his companions go tomb digging. Fasco uncovers a gold statue, which he refuses to give to his friends, and amazingly, he hears several little kids begging him to show them the statue. He goes home angry and confronts Anna if she is the one that told everyone about the statue. Anna believes the kids undoubtedly heard it when she was telling Fernando. Fasco is upset, but Livio defends Anna, stating grave-seeking is a normal event in their village and nearly everyone knows about ghost hunting. Their dinner table is divided as Livio walks away while Centine leaves to play Firefly. Anna and Fisco make out. Fisco tells her he hasn't figured her out yet, but he will guarantee he does. The following day, Livio and his buddies walk to the waterside as usual. They strip nude and swim in the water as a young girl who has always checked them out observes them and touches herself. That night, owing to the heat, Livio says something about the tree, and Anna walks there to finish her book. He asks her to join him on the tree, but she rejects it. She sits down and they engage in a conversation when Livio asks her whether she sees him as a friend or a family member. She states that she views him as Fasco's child. He asks whether he's like her brother, but she replies that she hasn't spoken to her brother in years. He compares himself to a cousin, and she tells him she once had a cousin, Antonio, who was much older than her, but she liked him. She used to write stories about Antonio in her secondary school compositions, but Antonio never noticed her until he moved to Australia. He laughs at her and tells her she will ask Livio to kidnap her and they will marry.